Hello, welcome to Glenn's Drum Emporium. We're out in my messy garage, working with my bearing edge machine for cutting edges on drums. So this is the bit I use for 45 degree for the inside edge of the shell, and this one I use for just putting a little edge on the outside like this. And this one here I'll use as a guide sometimes. I have different bits that don't have this bearing on it, so I can use this. I have lockdowns for this, and then the shell just kind of spins in there. And same with this handle moves up so you can block it closer. It's spring loaded, so it puts pressure on the shell and keeps it in one place without moving around, so you can spin it without it flying all over the place. So it works pretty good. Yeah, like I say, that's for the outside. If I change it to this bit, then it would be on this side, and like this, cutting the edge. And then I could cramp this, tighten the screws. That's what these little wing nuts, just to lock this in place. And then you can pull the handle and it keeps the shell nice and tight, and you can spin it without any effort. So I cut the bearing edges on this. These are old, this one's an old Japanese 60s drum, maybe early 70s. So I've got the 45 this way and a little bit of a rounded off here. So then I have a table, which is a tabletop up there, and I tape sandpaper to it, and we'll basically do this on the sandpaper and make sure the bearing edge is nice and flat, no light getting through, and then I just sand it by hand, smooth it out. It'll improve the drum sound greatly. I have to glue this. This was like this when I peeled the finish off, just kind of hooked onto it, but the glue will sit on that great, no issues. But it'll improve this at least 50 to 70%. Bearing edges, good bearing edges definitely make a difference on a drum. I cut all the edges on these drums. There's some 1960s Ludwig shells and 70s Ludwig shells. So yeah, definitely fun. And that way you can cut a shell right in half. You can cut it in half. You can make, timbales out of it, or I've got marching snares. I cut them in half, especially like the 14s. I'll cut them in half and make two good sounding snares out of it, which is what that shell is right there. That's a maple shell marching snare. I have no use for the marching snare, so I already got it marked. We're going to cut it in half. Just got to find lugs, single lugs, with the hole space that's on it, and it should be good. And yeah, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching.